Meeting one person is easy, but when it comes to meeting a second person or a third person or a larger group, it can become really intimidating, really overwhelming, and this happens to my clients. I see it happen all the time when they get into a situation and they don't know what to do when there's people walking around. How do you get them to even notice you? The awesome, amazing thing is there is only these 3 simple steps that you need to follow in order to not only be accepted into the group, but be loved by them, be completely immersed and actually lead those situations. What's up? My name is Sarah and welcome to my channel. I actually travel around the world coaching thousands of people on exactly how to 10x your confidence and to make your relationships, your connections with people deeper so that you can get the results in your current relationship with yourself, with the people in your life, and in your business. Let's jump into it. What's your experience when you first go and meet your group?
It's just flow with the vibe, what's going on,
What is it like for you guys when you meet a new group of people? Like, how do you act? Do you jump straight in there or are you more reserved? What's your experience?
He's really reserved.
He's reserved?
I'm more. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you've got the confidence. So when you meet them, what do? Do you go like straight in and talk to one person?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What do you say? Like if you were to give advice to somebody, what would you say? There's one thing you always do and it makes you feel more confident.
Just be yourself.
Be yourself. How do you be yourself? What if like you're really like nervous to get in there?
I don't know. I talk about stuff. I don't know.
I was just asking a bunch of people in the square what it was like with their experience of going into a group and how they showed up or who they spoke to. And it's crazy how many people just say, be yourself. It's like the most confusing thing, or just go with the vibe or the flow. When you say that to somebody who doesn't have the confidence or you don't know how to just be in the flow, what that even means, it makes it really difficult. So the 3 steps are going to be very, very helpful just to give you a structure to make it easier to get into your flow, get into your vibe, to actually be yourself. And the first step is to engage the entire group. Now, that doesn't mean jumping in there and being like, everyone look at me. It means go in and engage with just one person first and get comfortable having a conversation, getting to know that one person. The way that you engage the whole group is you change your body language while you're having that conversation with the individual. You change your tonality as you're speaking to them. So instead of speaking to somebody like it's just you and them, you open your body towards where the group is and you continue having this conversation, but as you're sharing and speaking and asking questions, don't be afraid to raise your voice just a little bit so that the rest of the group can hear what is going on. And that is a signal to invite them in so that they can also be a part of that. And what you want to do gradually is when you notice that someone is maybe being inquisitive or looking in, what's this conversation going on, you invite them in. You ask them the same question you just asked that person that you're talking to. And eventually the whole group is now engaged and now familiar with you. Because ultimately you want to get that trust and rapport because you're a new person. They don't know who you are. They have to build their trust, and this is exactly how you do it. Once you build your self-esteem and confidence up, what you can do is jump in there and engage the entire group by asking them that same question and not just one person on the outskirts. All right, but it's a really great way, especially if you're anxious in bigger environments with multiple people. Step number 2 is create jokes. This is a superpower. This takes the pressure off you, takes the pressure off everyone in the group, and you suddenly start to connect on an entirely new level. And you don't know why. This is when you have those experiences, oh, it's like we already knew each other, or we feel like we're best friends already. Because you put the work in and invested in making these in-jokes, these moments which will accumulate to how you feel around another person. This is what develops the substance in the relationship with the group. Now you're part of the tribe. Now you're accepted in the tribe. We like you because you made a funny joke when you first came here. And that's what we remember you for, is the jokes. And And it's really hilarious when you get into this because it can be about something just really random. It could be something, maybe you see their shoes and you have the same color shoes and you bond about this and create a joke like, oh, we rang each other up earlier and we both told each other to wear white shoes. All right, or maybe you're wearing the same colors as the group or one person in the group and you make a little joke like that. Then they're gonna laugh and go, oh yeah, we did. Or they could say, no, we didn't. And then it goes, oh, okay, maybe it was just me. So either way, you want to create these moments which are memorable, unique, not perfect. You actually want to avoid doing what everybody would expect you to do in a group. Otherwise, you'll fade off and they'll kind of be like, hey, get out of here, because you're doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, so there's nothing of interest to them. You want to create the intrigue. This is different. I remember the in-jokes. I remember the funny moments. Like with my own team, we had this running joke for a while, which was, pack your bags. So it would be like, oh, like if someone did something wrong in a way or said the wrong thing, our group would go, pack your bags. And be like, okay, I'll go pack my bags, I'm leaving, and jump off the tour, which was hilarious for us, and it would bond us every time we made a joke about this.
You can't tell where they're from.
Wait. Okay, so
Canadians are hiding.
Canadians and Americans.
Yeah, Canadians are on the side.
We divide a line. You can't tell. They're Americans because they're not alive.
There's a wall there. Sorry about that.
I love it. Okay, so if you were to give someone a tip when they meet a new group of people besides drinking, what would you suggest?
Be yourself.
So say you speak to that first person and you start an in-joke just with them. Then you can invite people in and tell them what that in-joke is. If it's about the shoes and, oh, we rang each other and we both decided to wear these white shoes, they go, oh, really? And they might be wearing white shoes. Now they're in on it. Okay, you can be a part of our group. So actually make your own segregated tribe within the group that you're meeting. Now suddenly people are interested and they start to gravitate towards what's going on. What's the action? Yeah, those in moments, that's really the action, the engagement that people want to be around. And then you can start to build on that. And one massive tip that I use personally is I draw back to the very first moment. So that very first joke you make, that very first moment when you make that first impression, throughout the interaction with meeting and growing the relationship with them, you want to draw back to that first moment. Mention, look, we already bonded because we're wearing white shoes together. Even if that's half an hour into that conversation. Now, number 3 is extremely important. Step number 3, define who is the leader of that group. Steps 1 and 2 are there so that you can really have an awareness and figure out who's leading this group. So not the people that are quiet and hanging back, they're not so much in the leadership role. It's the person that's making the decisions, like the CEO in a company, right? They're like, boom, this is what we're doing, execute, they delegate. So there is always a leader in a group, or there might be like 1, sometimes 2, but there's always a predominant leader. So you want to be open and just be vigilant of the group and figure out, okay, this person is obviously making the decisions. And what you want to do is build rapport with them, build connection with them. Is crucial. Why? Because as soon as you build rapport with the leader, everybody else likes you because they already like the leader. They're already taking direction from that person. And if they now see that the leader respects you and is having an in-joke with you, suddenly they're like, oh, we immediately accept you. And they start to love you. They're like, oh, they see the value in you because now you're friends with their leader and they like you because they like the leader. Now, you've got 3 actual steps that you can go and implement straight away. So make sure you do it as soon as possible. If you can go out today, go and do it today. Because the more that you build up real life experiences, the more that you can solidify a new way of approaching people and a new confidence because you've done it. You've actually done it. You haven't just watched it on a YouTube video and you're like, oh yeah, okay, that makes sense or that doesn't make sense. You've actually gone out and applied it. And I would love, write in the comments, what is your biggest challenge when it comes to groups? And what's the one thing that you actually are really, really good at? You're like, okay, yeah, I'm confident in this type of situation. And if you're loving this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button and leave your feedback. I really love getting your feedback because that's how I put more and more of this amazing content out. And if you're someone that does want to take this to the next level and actually wants to get this executed, wants to get it handled, then click the link in the description and that's going to take you through a completely free application form where you get an assessment of where you're you're at and what would be the right track for you to really get a handle on your social abilities so that you can go out and get the results that you want with your relationships. Again, thank you so much. Love putting these videos out, and I'll see you in the next one.